everybody. It's Ashlyn Gonzaga with ESPN Honolulu, and we are here at beautiful Les Murakami Stadium. We are going to chat it up with some of the players and get to know our baseball bows. Here with me I have Alton, Ben, and Sean, and to my understanding, you guys all transferred from the same school. What was that like? Did you guys all kind of decide that together? Was it a coincidence?
It was a coincidence. So me and Alton were originally coming here, and then we picked Ben up late, and it all just happened to work out like that. And
Ben, you are a Hawaii boy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from Maui.
Awesome. And how does it feel playing here in Oahu?
It's different, man. I mean, I got to bring a couple guys over from the old school, and you know, it's great. It's a different feeling for sure, but I mean, we get to represent the home state, and it's great.
Amazing. And Alton, what are you looking forward to most going into the season?
I'm just excited to get going. I mean, especially with these two kids, these are my roommates, so it's a real fun adventure we've got going here.
What are you most excited for going into this year?
Just seeing the boys compete, right? It's obviously with every single year, guys graduate, the draft takes place, we get a new crop. So the fall was fantastic. The boys are working really hard. We have the unit that we're about to go into battle with. So just seeing how they compete and how quickly they kind of, you know, mold as a team when the game happens. So that's the most exciting part. And of course, at this point in time, we don't even really have roles set up. So in these next 3 weeks, seeing who's kind of going to grasp the starting roles, the relieving roles, and all that. So it's a fun time within our squads right now.
Oh, I'm very excited for this season. We've been working hard all fall, all spring. We got high expectations for ourselves, and ultimately the Big West Championship.
You know, it's always exciting to play here at the Les, you know, in front of the fans we got. It's one of the best atmospheres on the West Coast. So, I mean, it doesn't really get better than that, and, you know, that's what I'm looking forward to.
You mentioned fans, but I think your family are the best fans here at the Les. I mean, they're here for open scrimmages, inter squads. They told me that they were out when practices were closed, they were out there watching with binoculars. How does that make you feel when you see them in the stands?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I mean, they were always there for me, you know, growing up. My mom's at every single game. My dad was my coach growing up. So, I mean, they're always here for me, and they're always supporting me and, you know, my siblings. So that's always been a blessing for sure.
And then getting to be side by side on the field with your cousin, what's that like?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, since we were little kids, we used to come to these games, and, you know, here we are playing together for the Rainbow Warriors. I mean, that's kind of something sick and something, you know, I'm sure our families appreciate, and, you know, something we'll remember for the rest of our life.
I'm excited for the last year here. I'm really grateful for the opportunities that I've had, but it's definitely gone by fast, so I'm just trying to take in all the moments with the boys and make the most of it for sure.
All right, Matt, so you're coming back for another year. Is there anything that you've been working on the off season that you've been trying to focus on going into this year?
You know, just pretty much working hard in the fall. I think we had a really good fall as a team overall, and we're kind of just working on the fundamentals and just getting the basics right so that in the season that we're successful most of the time.
Yeah, the main thing I was focused on doing was just refining my off-speed pitches and making sure that I can keep hitters off balance a lot more than last year so that all three pitches can work together.
On my pitch repertoire, last year I was mainly a two-pitch guy, kind of young freshman. This fall I've developed quite a few new pitches, so I'm excited to see those against some real hitters.
Do you have any game day superstitions, routines that you kind of like to live by?
For me, it's really just getting a good night's sleep before. I mean, I think that's really important for pitchers, especially just having some good rest the day before. But other than that, not really a superstitious person. So
I got this little pump-up playlist I listen to before games, but I feel like if I don't get a lift in the morning, I'm already starting my day off to a bad start. So, you know, just wake up, get a good pump, get a good breakfast, good to go.
You know what, as a player, I was incredibly superstitious. But as a coach, no, honestly, not too much. I've got one saying on my hat, I guess, if you want to call it a superstition. It's kind of my reset. You know, in different moments throughout the game, but it's how would you want to be coached? So I look at that a whole bunch. I've got the word breathe tattooed on my arm, so I guess you can count those as superstitions, but not like when I was a player, when it's different tights on certain days. You know, sorry, this is embarrassing, but like not washing certain things. It was bad, but as a coach, you know, my wife Rachel, I can't stay with the not washing stuff routine there, so no superstitions.
Definitely wear the same underwear every game, but I wash them, so it's not like weird, but yeah, the same ones every single time.
Where is the best local lunch plate you like to go to?
Local lunch place. My all-time favorite is Waihole Poi Factory. Cannot get enough of the sweet lady of Waihole. And as many of these boys here claim to think that my favorite food is Kalua pig, so.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm from Big Island, but over here in Manoa, I'm gonna keep it simple. I like Manoa sushi. They got something called the Red Dragon Maki. That's my stuff right there.
That's your favorite?
I'm trying to get sponsored.
Oh, sponsor him, hear that?
Yep.
You've kind of become a legend. I have to share with you. I have 3 younger brothers that play baseball, and they told me about you because your 2 fingers out of the glove kind of went viral. How do you feel about that?
I think midway through like non-conference last year, I wake up one morning and there's just, my Instagram is blown up, my Twitter feed that I never use is blown up, and it's like, what's going on? And one, I guess, famous baseball Twitter guy, Steven Scotia, was like kind of highlighting my 2 fingers out, and I was watching through all the comments that they were saying. It ended up on what pros wear at one point, so I think that's when everything started to take off a little bit more.
Is there anything off the field, or you just live, die, breathe baseball all the time? Do you like to fish? Do you like to hunt?
No, I'm fake in all those areas. I've never hunted in my life, and I don't catch anything but rocks. So, I mean, other than being here at the field all day, I go home and I actually watch YouTube videos of the most randomest things you can think of. Me and Cameron Hagan learned about stoicism last year through just browsing through YouTube, so that's what I do in my free time.
You have a very strict diet. Is that still the case?
Of course. I think health is wealth, and taking care of your body, staying healthy on the field. With my history of injuries and setbacks, just keeping your body healthy throughout the year is very important.
Do you have a go-to game day meal that you want to share with us?
Not really go-to, but I kind of base everything around, chicken and rice, steak and rice, so those are kind of like the basics.
Nice. And that is a wrap, my friends. Hope you had fun with me in the baseball boast today. We will see you at the games this season. Party at the Les.